All right. Hello. Welcome to the testing portion of the show. Did you notice how my voice started out as like a fucking beta male fucking hello and welcome to the show, and then I lowered it down to fucking, I don't know, just like a pervert voice creep. Here's Rio, everyone. Would you like to say something? Would you like to say something? Uh, that was loud. He just fucking put his paw up on the fucking microphone. Oh, dude. That's gross. That's actually gross. And loud, for sure. Would you like to say something else? Something to the audience? No? Okay. Okay. All right. He was fighting with the dogs that belonged to my neighbor earlier. So I'm mad at him because he just won't listen to me every fucking time. I mean, it's just like, every day he fights with the neighbor's dogs for whatever reason. And I think it might be because there's like this one dog that he hates in particular. Because with the other dogs, if they show up and they start barking at him, at me, he doesn't care about the other dogs. But it's just this one particular like black dog that he hates, you know. So I think my dog is racist. Is basically what I'm trying to say. Um, that was so clever because, I said black dog, and then that kind of invokes like a racial theme, doesn't it, Rio? Doesn't it? The Twitter mob is going after you, and you're gonna regret it. You're gonna regret it. Let's start the show. You ever do the shoulder touch? Hey, this is Albert Orange, and welcome to episode 29 of the Bell the Before podcast with yours truly, Albert Orange. Why did my voice crack 2 times in that sentence? Episode 29. All right. This is really great, really exciting stuff here. I realized the other day, I should have realized this when I hit episode 24, but I realized the other day I spent an entire fucking day, an entire 24 hours just opening and closing my chapped lips together, making sounds with my throat and tongue, and just expulsing. Is it, what's the word for like expulsion, but like you're doing it as a verb? Expulsionating. Shooting spit particles at my fucking microphone and on the couch and the walls and the floor, just everywhere. But actually, let me look this up. Expulsion Expulsion means to like. Oh no, expulsion means. Uh, let's look up the fucking synonyms here. Discharge. Already off to a great start. Ejection, excretion, voiding. Yeah, it means to just like empty. That's expulsion. Removal, evacuation, ejaculation, disengorgement. Oh, I'm looking at the expulsion of bodily wastes. That's the second definition that shows up here on my iPhone dictionary. The first is like a formal dismissal, and then the second is concerning the human anatomy. Isn't it great just to think about the bodies that we're given and the shit, the piss that we excrete every single day. Every single day. If you're not doing either one of those two every day, there's something wrong with you. All right? Maybe not with you. Maybe you're on a stranded island and you haven't eaten or drank anything for like a day or two. But nonetheless, something is wrong. And you need to fix that. I just got reminded for some strange reason of the Book of Boba Fett. Specifically, Grogu, Baby Yoda, my boy, with his drip. He came in that last episode with the drip. All right. I mean, his fucking armor wasn't showing. Like you couldn't really see it because he already had those khaki robes on him. But nonetheless, he came through. He did his thing. He put that Rancor to sleep. That's my boy. That is my boy. And let me sit down because what an incredible few episodes we have witnessed. Why does my voice keep cracking, man? That's it's crazy. Episode 5, 6, and 7 of the Book of Boba Fett. I gave away a spoiler already, which wasn't too big. But still, I mean, look. The Book of Boba Fett. Here's the difference between the Book of Boba Fett and the Mandalorian, right? The Mandalorian brought the entire country together. Okay, it's like Ted Lasso, right? With the whole fucking family-friendly thing, right? That was great. That was really great. It was a success on part of Disney, on part of Lucasfilm. I mean, The Mandalorian, it's easily in my top 5 list of shows. All right? Easily. I don't have an official list or anything like that. But I mean, it's pretty good, okay? And that brought the entire, all the demographics, all the races. Didn't matter if you were black, if you were white. Okay, we couldn't hold hands together because of the whole pandemic. Like Martin Luther would have wanted. Not the German one, the black one, okay? But if it's any consolation to you, Martin, Dr. King, as some would call you, We all watched The Mandalorian together, and it was awesome. Okay, everyone watched that show, and it was great. And then there was the Book of Boba Fett, right? The Book of Boba Fett. I'm just gonna call it the Boba Fett show because that's kind of a mouthful, right? The Boba Fett show. That one. That one was more for the Star Wars nerds. Okay. All right. The Mandalorian. It was commercialized. Everyone loved Baby Yoda. Okay. The Boba Fett show was for us. Okay. It wasn't for you, normie. It was for me. And let's just talk about it real quick. The Boba Fett show, I have a few problems with because, the first few episodes, I was really disappointed in how little I cared about Boba, about Fennec Shand, because they should be, the cool people, right? And I don't really give a fuck about what happens on Tatooine, anyways. They did that planet enough. It certainly is enough after this show. In any case, a few episodes in, and I'm just like, you know what? I don't really care about anything here. So, it was still cool to see. It was still cool to see, but like, there's this one fight scene where, in the first episode where it's like, they get surrounded, him and Fennec Shand, and they get surrounded by like these goons, and they have like these shields that they're like circling them around them with, so they can hit Boba Fett, but Boba Fett can't hit back. And also I think he lost his jetpack or something, so he couldn't just fly away. And so they start stunning them with like these taser sticks, okay? And so they start stunning them, and then there's this shot that goes like, that's like an aerial view, And so you're looking down upon them. And it was really weird because, all right, my bad. My father was doing something outside, and I had to tell him to cease the ruckus. Cease. Go back and watch TV. It's what you like doing. Anyways, Book of Boba Fett. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah. So okay, the fight scene. You're looking down up upon him. Okay, and they're tasing them, and you see Fennec Shand, the actress who plays Fennec Shand, and she's doing like this weird thing where like she pretends to get tased, but she keeps doing it over and over again. It looked super just weird. Just, I don't know. It just looked like some sort of weird dance, like some sort of weird fucking experimental fucking thing. Like it looked like a thing that like the Blue Man Group would do. I say that knowing damn well that I never once saw what the Blue Man Group did ever. I don't know what they do. Are they just blue? Is that their thing? What did they do? Is it like a comedy show or something like a magic thing? Like what? I don't know. I don't know, man. But it just looked pretty weird. Um, and it reminded me of like that scene in the in episode 8 of Star Wars. You know, like the second movie of the new trilogy. And it's that fight scene where it's like it's Ray and Adam Driver, and they team up to fight the red people, and so they're fighting the red people. But if you look off like to the side, you can notice like a few of the red people just like doing some weird shit on their own. Like they're not even fighting Adam Driver and Ray. Like they're just fucking spinning around, just doing random shit. You know, just like it was pretty weird. So and I've never noticed that. I thought it was a really cool scene at first, but you know, YouTube just kind of made me see that, you know, it kind of sucks. All right, the prequels just, or not the prequels, the sequels. Well, the prequels suck too, but not as much as the sequels. Anyways, so yeah, that's just kind of it's little details like that just it made me, I don't know, kind of less excited for the Boba Fett show. So that's kind of like that was kind of like the feeling a few episodes in. But then episode 5 happened, and well, you know what happens. That's I mean that yeah, just seeing him again, it was really cool. And I don't even know what that thing was, like the thing that he was on. It was like a giant space ring that housed an entire city, like on the inside of the ring. But like you couldn't tell if it was like a metal structure that was built, or if it was just like a natural space object. And like how does that even work if it's out in space, like where's the atmosphere and stuff? It was pretty weird. um I'll have to leave it up to the experts on YouTube, you know. But anyways, it was a really cool thing to see. And you know, lots of lore. You know, that episode was really good for lore, you know. And yeah, we get to know more about like the Mandalore planet, you know. What happened with Bo-Katan, you know. And that's pretty much the only thing, like the only unresolved thing left, you know. Like what happens now with Mandalore? Does the Mandalorian, you know, come in and unite everybody, or does Bo-Katan do it? Or but like he's been kicked out of the thing that he's been doing, and so like what happens with him? And does he get his, you know, creed back or whatever the fuck? Is Grogu still in the clan? What's happening? What is happening? Does he get to keep his drip? The questions, so many questions. Oh man. I mean, it's finally starting to come full circle, you know. Us Clone Wars fans, we're we're feasting right now, but we're not eating much. We're just destroying our eyes, looking at Grogu, looking at Din Djarin, and can you hear that fucking motorcycle? Jesus Christ. Um, The Road Beside My House, everybody. It's been a while since I've mentioned it. Anyways, Book of Boba Fett. I'd give it like a 6 out of 10. You know, just because like I feel like the Mandalorian just kind of took over after that. So I mean, not took over, but it just felt like another episode of the Mandalorian, to be honest. You know, those last what 3 episodes? They were Mandalorian episodes. Like, let's not kid ourselves. That wasn't Boba Fett. You know. By the way, speaking of Blue Man Group, how about Cad Bane? Holy fucking shit, dude. That was a real treat to see. A real fucking treat. And not gonna provide any spoilers here, but again, us Clone Wars fans, over the moon. Over the fucking moon. And the season finale just dropped today because I'm recording this on a Wednesday, right? So I got to see it. So I'm not going to give any spoilers once again, but in case you wanted to watch it. So, but I mean, if you're a Clone Wars fan, this is the episode. This is the show for you. That's I think that's very true. So, anyways, let's move on to less nerdy stuff. Okay, and on to the show notes. This week's show notes are brought to you by. I haven't done show notes in a quite a long time. In a quite a long time. Is that a real sentence? Sputnik, everyone. Sputnik. Let's see what my did you just hear my fucking pelvic bone pop? It's pretty weird. Soviet satellite launched into space. That was Sputnik. All right. I keep dropping this fucking card. God damn it. Yeah, I mean that's pretty accurate for Sputnik. God, like every time I think of Sputnik, I always think of that episode in Friends when Ross dresses up in that, in a fucking potato costume and then puts some metal shit on his head. And then he's like, Sputnik, right? I always think of that whenever I think of Sputnik. People say that show is overrated. I think so too, but I mean, it was funny. It was funny while it lasted, but now I can't watch it anymore. I can't watch that fucking show anymore. Anyways, so if you ever need a satellite to boost your credibility, to boost your dominance in space, to prove that you are the one true superpower who will save humanity of capitalism. You need Sputnik. Sputnik is a little fucking metal thing. You send that shit up like Elon did with his car. Up into space. And, from there it just orbits the Earth and it does some shit. And, if you want, you can make it come down. Did Sputnik ever come down? That's a good question. Let's learn some stuff today. We learned what expulsion means, right? I can't think of the actual word that I was trying to say. I just realized, like, ex- exploding. I don't know. I don't know. Um, did Sputnik ever come back down? Let's see. It was launched into an elliptical low Earth orbit by the Soviet Union on uh, October 4th, 1957. It orbited for 3 weeks before its batteries ran out. The satellite then silently continued to orbit the planet for 2 months before it fell back to the atmosphere on January 4th, 1958. That is fucking sad. Oh my god. It orbited the planet for 3 weeks before its batteries ran out. And then 2 months, it went around us, just silently, just doing nothing. Just dead. Wow. I mean, if robots ever had feelings, like, that's pretty cruel, to be honest. Maybe not cruel, but just sad. I mean, just imagine you being dead, just out in space. There's no nobody to contact you, no one to reach you. It's just you're up there and you're dead for 2 months. God damn. That's really sad. That's one for the robots. If they're ever gonna take some shit out on us humans, they're gonna pull that card probably. All the Skynets are gonna be like, "Did you remember Sputnik?" No, they're not gonna call it Sputnik. They're gonna call it some shit like, "Did you remember RS520C? He was a asset for you and you sent him up. He died and he or she went up there, stayed up there for 2 months. Dead, dead, dead." Was that a good robot impression? I couldn't tell. That's pretty sad. But hey, it came back down, and it's probably in a museum somewhere. So, just like those Russian dogs that they sent up as well. The robots aren't going to care about, canines. Or maybe they will. No, but like they're not gonna be able to fucking bond with dogs like we do, are they? No, that's gonna take them. That's gonna take them a while for them to domesticate dogs, if they even can. Because us humans, we got that human touch. We've got that, connection. Some people might say, we got that vibe, right? If the vibes are good, then we're good. I fucking hate that word. Goddamn, did you just hear my stomach growl? Such a theme with like bodily functions and stuff. My bones are popping, my stomach is growling, my lips are moving, my voice is doing all these weird octave changes and impressions. What's going on? What is going on with my body? Is a thing that, like, every 12-year-old thinks at some point. You know? I'm pretty sure that's the title of a book as well. If you think that this podcast is going nowhere, you would be absolutely correct. I have nothing prepared for this fucking thing. Okay? What's on the show notes? Okay? What is on it? Football talk. Okay, we're gonna get to that. Okay? Look at the Olympics. Look at the Olympics. Let's look at the fucking Olympics. Let's see what's happening in the Winter 2022 Olympics that literally nobody gives a shit about. Olympic standings. Let's see this. Fucking Germany, 8 medals, 3 silver, 5 gold. Good for Germany. You know, they're out in the, practicing in the Alps. You know, you'd think Austria would be on top of that, but no. But Austria is in 6th place with 2 gold, 4 bronze, 4 silver. That's all right. The ROC, the Russian Olympic Committee, they're committed to not doping. You know? And because they're committed to not doping, it means they can't use the actual name of the country that they're representing. Which is, I don't know how I feel about that. Just use Russia. I mean, who's going to call them the Russian Olympic Committee? Come on. It's Russia. The Russians, right? If they are Russians, you should be Russian to the computer to change the Russian team's name to Russia, right? That makes sense to me. We got the United States. Excuse that bad pun. We got the United States. This, as I said, this podcast is. Look, if you're expecting some fucking high quality production out of this podcast, look, I expect everyone listening to this to have already experienced a few shenanigans of mine, whether it's listening to the podcast, whether it's looking at the podcast clips on YouTube, whether it's looking at my Twitter fucking posts, There's a certain level of expectation that goes into actually choosing this podcast, and if you're expecting some high grade, high quality thing, then I don't know what to say to you. I mean, I don't want to disappoint anyone, but Jesus, man. Again, with the stomach growling. I don't know if you can hear that. I don't know, man. I can't help you. The United States can help themselves, though, because we've only got 1 gold medal. We have 5 silver and 1 bronze. We have the most silver medals out of anybody in the top 10 countries. Let's see. Norway is in 2nd place. Sweden, the Netherlands. What the fuck is this with this fucking European crap? What the fuck? Get the fuck out of here. We're supposed to be number 1. And you're all number 2. We let you be number 2. Okay, because you allied with us in World War II. Okay, but some of you, especially you, Germany, and especially you, Finland. Oh, Finland's not in the top 5. Finland is number 22. Um, but not including you, Germany, but we let you be number 2 in the world because you helped us fight Germany and because, you ally with our Western values. Okay? But that doesn't mean shit, okay? You didn't have George Washington. You know what you had? You had Martin Luther. Okay? You had Martin Luther. Who else? Who else? Charles de Gaulle. Okay? The gall for you to earn more gold medals than us comes from you having Charles de Gaulle, who I'm pretty sure was French and is number 11 on the list. I was supposed to talk about the Olympics here, and now I'm just like shitting on Europe. And just this is my American nationalism coming to light. I'm never like this, by the way. I'm not like this in real life. Okay, I love America. I love my country. I'm not gonna shit on other people's countries just to prove that mine is, somehow better. But still, they should be. It should be us up there. Okay? How is China pulling ahead of us? They're number 5. Number 5. Jesus. Russia is ahead of us. What is going on? Ugh. That's just sad, man. We have 1 gold medal. Only 1. Russia has 2, China has 3, Germany 5. God damn it, man. I don't even know what the events are. I'm just like, nobody's giving a shit about fucking the Winter Olympics. It's kind of weird. Like, nobody's talking about it. And to be honest, like, I haven't watched a single second of the Olympics. This is a worldwide event, tradition. All right. Sorry, got interrupted again. So, yeah, that happened. Anyways, what was I talking about? The Olympics are an important event. This is what's preventing us from going to war with each other, or at least, preventing us from feeling like we have to go to war with each other. We just beat each other at games, right? In games that, half of the population just don't care about, right? And nobody cares. Nobody in my age group cares about the fucking Olympics, which is, it's just kind of disappointing.
Why do people don't like the things that I like? What is going on?
Let's talk about the Super Bowl, everyone. I think the Chargers. Oh my God. I think the Cats are gonna win. Who are the guys with the orange jerseys? I think those guys are gonna win. What about you? Anyways, I just the Chargers. I can't believe I said the Chargers, but I get those two teams confused anyways. The Rams. Okay? I still think they are going to win. I still think that they're going to beat the Bengals. But I don't know, man. Like, I just think I'm going to be rooting for the Bengals no matter what. because they are the underdog in my eyes. Or maybe they're not. Maybe I'm just completely wrong. Bless you, Rio. Gesundheit. Gesundheit. Um, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't really care. I just want to watch the Super Bowl. I just want to have a good time. Want to have a great time watching some football before the off season even starts. And I haven't been watching the Pro Bowl or anything like that because apparently nobody cares about that, and apparently, bless you, Rio, Gesundheit. Not even the fucking players care. So if they don't care enough to get to play rowdy. You should see some of the clips that have been uploaded online. It's just it looks like a fucking like a bunch of girls just playing. If they got the ball, everyone's just like, I don't know. I think I don't want to hurt you or anything. It's not exciting. It's not exciting at all. So, anyways, yeah, that's that. I think the Rams are gonna win. If not, the Bengals win, and that's cool too. I don't really care. I just, Russell Wilson is gonna stick by the Seahawks, and I've been. I'm not gonna lie. I've lost faith in him a few times during this season, but he's gonna stick by, and if that's what he's gonna do, I'm gonna support him all the way, and I'm gonna try to be a good fan. And Rio, you see, this is why I don't like keeping him around here anymore. It's because Rio keeps fucking whining. Don't you, Rio? Don't you? Anyways, we're gonna wrap up here, everyone. There was something else I wanted to say, but oh yeah, by the way, I don't think any professor or teacher is listening to this thing, right? But if you're a professor or a teacher and you assign fucking work and assignments that are due on Super Bowl Sunday, honestly, fuck you, okay? You are a horrible human being just for even doing that. I just want to watch some football, okay? I just want to watch, and this also goes for like anything like the World Series or the World Cup, or just anything that if a team wins, there's a trophy at the end. Like I don't even like watching baseball, but I like watching the World Series. I watched the fucking what was it? Who was it? The fucking Astros or the Braves? I don't know. But I watched them win, right? And cuz I like watching sports. And if you're going to give me homework, that's fine. Just don't make it due on the day when the big trophy comes out. Jesus Christ. Anyways, that's my rant. And if you don't like this podcast, Rio doesn't like this podcast. So if you're like Rio and you hate me, go fuck yourself. And let me get my language list right now, because I always forget. My fucking language list here. Alright? Come on. Load. Stupid human. I will not load your language list for you. Anyways, here we go. Alright, ready for the outro. Thank you for... Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, I don't know when this podcast will come out, I'm recording this on Wednesday, so I want to have it up sometime on Thursday, if not Friday, but Thursday, sometime on Thursday. I don't know when. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to edit this podcast and have it uploaded by tonight. So, because I just have a bunch of stuff to do for school. But I'll try my best. I'll figure it out. So, anyways. Yeah, you know what? Thursday. Sometime on Thursday, whether it's, the afternoon or fucking evening. I don't know. But it'll be out. Okay? I promise. Okay? So, thank you for listening to the show. I appreciate it. And as the Croatians say, oh no, I did Croatia last episode. As the Czechish, what's the demonym for? As the Czechs, is that what they're called? As the Czechs, people from the Czech Republic say, spoil him.